Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Wonderfully Made. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Let me say Happy New Year to each and every one of you. It's a new year, new hair, and new makeup. So I know I haven't posted in a while. 2017 was full of ups and downs, trials and triumphs. But it's a new year and I'm excited about what's ahead. And I wanted to get back to recording videos and hopefully consistently. But we shall see. I keep buying things. And the reason why I'm buying things is because I want to make videos. But I haven't really been able to do it as much as I would like. But anyway, I digress. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I was getting ready to go to a Founders Day event and I was throwing a little bit of makeup on and it ended up being like a lot of makeup. But I have a bunch of new products that I wanted to try out and I figured today would be a good day to do that. And so this is a get ready with me using a bunch of new products. I'm basically going to just kind of show you guys the products that I'm using, show you how they're performing on me, give you my initial thoughts about the products, and yeah, and that's that. But so if you'd like to see what I used and how I created this look, then please stay tuned. And I will also try to include everything that I used in the description section below. So with that being said, thanks again so much for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up with what I have going on this channel. And as always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and He loves you. And I'll see you in the next video. So I don't have any new brow products, so I'm starting off with my brows already done. And I primed my eyes already because I don't have any new eyeshadow primer, but I am going to be moisturizing my lips with this. This is McGrath's new lip balm. It looks exactly like her regular lipsticks, except this one came in a white lipstick tube with the gold lips and trim. I love it. It is so pretty. And the lip balm itself is very good, okay? Now it's, I believe, $38. Are there other lip balms out there less expensive that will get the job done? Absolutely. But the collector in me could not pass this by. And I have been using it constantly since I got it, and I feel like I've gotten through quite a bit of it already. So you don't even get very much product for your money, but it really is a very moisturizing lip balm. It's not greasy, it's not sticky. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips with that. I think I'm going to start with my face today. Normally I start with the eyes, but I think I'm going to start with my face. And I am going to be using the new Nars foundation. This is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I have it in the shade Medium Dark 3.3 Caracus. Now in Nars's regular foundation, I have to mix two. I have to mix Cadiz and Macao to get my perfect shade, and this color is right in the middle. And so yes, this is what I'm going to be using today. I have 3 pumps on the back of my hand. So this is what 3 pumps looks like. The coverage is pretty darn good, actually. It definitely has a matte finish. It dried down matte pretty quickly. I would definitely say that this is medium coverage, medium full. I could still see some of my dark spots peeping through, but overall the coverage is pretty good. I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit more just to see how buildable it is. And I said a little bit more, and then ended up putting way too much on the brush. So this is definitely going to be a whole nother layer. Bring some down on that. The shade match looks pretty good. When I first applied it, it looked a bit orange, but so far so good with this foundation. It feels very lightweight. It feels like I have nothing on my skin. I am loving the way it feels. For concealer, I am going to be using this Wet n Wild concealer. I actually have the Wet n Wild foundation and I absolutely love it. It's been a while since I found a drugstore foundation that I really liked. And so I wanted to give the concealer a try. I hear that it's pretty much a dupe for the Nars Creamy Radiance concealer, and so let's see. And I have the shade Medium Deep Tan, by the way. I don't know, it's something about the consistency of this. I feel like I'm having to use a lot. Like I'm having to constantly put the applicator back into the concealer. It doesn't spread as evenly as I would like it to, but I do like the color. As far as I can tell, the color is pretty good. Well, my overall thoughts on this concealer is that it is not full coverage. I typically like a full coverage concealer, and I don't feel like this is giving me the coverage that I like. Also, could just be me, but I feel like it's just not giving me that smoothness that I typically like when I'm using a concealer. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the much talked about Patrick's powder. I really had no intentions on getting this powder, but I had to return something to MAC and I saw it and I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. It's like a peachy pink powder, but I want you guys to see this. Lala, hush. See that? It absolutely melts into your skin. I wouldn't necessarily use this powder to bake. I'm also using it to set the primer on my eyelids. And I'm also going to use it to set the rest of my face. I have a few new eyeshadow palettes, but the one that I'm going to use is the raved about, YouTube made me buy it, chocolate gold palette. Oh, it smells so good. I mean, you guys have seen this already, but these colors are absolutely beautiful. There are only 4 matte shades in this palette, and the 2 that I would use for transitional shades is this shade right here called So Bougie, and this shade right here called Cocoa Truffle. And I have not used this palette at all. I am going to use some new brushes as well in this video that I haven't had a chance to talk about, and I will just talk about them as I go. But I do have the It's My Raye brush set from BH Cosmetics, as well as the It's My Raye palette. I'm not going to use her eyeshadows, but I am going to use her contour shades. And yeah, contour shades. So, but I am going to use her brushes. Let me start with this crease brush, and the first shade I'm going to go in with is So Bougie. And yeah, you can't even see that on my skin tone. So so I'm going to go in with Cocoa Truffle. Now that's better. You can see this shade for sure. I don't know, I feel like this brush is not performing like I would like it to. Oh. It's not moving the eyeshadow around. It's really not blending it out like I would like it to. And I would say that it's the eyeshadow, but I feel like it's the brush. I have this Wayne Goss 04 brush. Let me try that. Y'all, brushes can make such a difference when it comes to applying makeup. Take some of that So Bougie shade and just blend. Now I feel like these colors are somewhat cool toned. They look pretty warm in the pan, but these two shades in my opinion are very cool. They're very cool toned shades. I think I'm just going to stick with the chocolate bar palette. So the first shade I'm going to use is that hot pink shade called New Money. And I am going to use this shader brush by It's My Raye. And I'm just going to pack that in the center of my eyes. I mean, I feel like the color is pretty opaque without me wetting the brush. I think if I wet the brush, it would give me, definitely it would give me more of that satin finish, and it would certainly be a bit more vibrant, but I don't want it to be too much. So now I'm going to take that green shade called Moneybags, and I'm using the pencil brush from It's My Raye's brush collection, and I'm just going to blend that right in this outer V area. Yeah, I don't like these brushes at all, but it's all I brought with me in here, so I'm going to continue using them. But I'm definitely not feeling these brushes. Now granted, I know I can be a bit of a makeup brush snob, but in the past I've had really good luck with BH Cosmetics brushes, but I don't know, I'm not liking these. And I do have fallout, which means I probably should have did my eyes first, but I'm hoping I could just brush it away when I'm done. Yes, this look is looking more Mardi Gras-ish than what I wanted it to look like. So I think I'm going to take this color right here called Rich Girl with my finger and just see if I can't cover up some of the pink. Yeah. You ever had a look in your mind and it just went way left and you just kind of have to go with the flow? That's what's happening here. So I'm going to take this Marc Jacobs eyeshadow brush, which is also new, and I'm going into that same shade, Rich Girl. I do believe that these eyeshadows would probably work better wet. Take a little bit more of that green shade, but this time I'm using my Chikuhodo. I think this is the 07 brush, just to kind of bring that right here, just so you can see the green because I think I'm going to add some black in the outer V area just to deepen it a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with this pencil brush and take some of that color called Decadent, which is a matte black. And I'm just going to, which it seems like it's not even showing up. Okay, is it? Maybe I should have cleaned this brush off some because it still has some of that green on it. And then I'm just going to take this Wayne Goss brush and just kind of blend that into the green. Take some more of this this cocoa truffle. And blend, blend, blend. Now let me see if I can dust this fallout away. Nope. 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 Can't just dust the fallout away. That is definitely not working. Okay then, so this is one of those eyeshadows you definitely want to use before you do your makeup. Okay, so I think I fixed my concealer. Just kind of touched it up a little bit. I'm going to use this crown brush that my sister-in-law got me for Christmas just to dust away that setting powder. And now I have this liner by Fenty Beauty. And this is the one that is, it's black, but it has a little bit of a metallic-like finish to it. I am going to use this to line my top lash line. I can't tell if those are the same. Is it even? Let's see. Sephora recently had their Urban Decay eyeliners for $10. It was their weekly wow, and so I picked a couple up in the shade Perversion, which is just their, oh look at that, I messed up. Oh my goodness, I hate when I do that. Anyway, I did pick up a couple of black eyeliners in the shade Perversion, which I absolutely love. And I'm using that to tight line, and I am going to fix that. I'm just going to take some of that shade called Classy and Sassy and just pack that on over the black. I'm also going to use the black eyeliner in my waterline. Now I'm going to take this shade called Holla for a Dollar, which is almost like a mossy green shade, but it looks like it has some black in it. And I'm going to use that to smudge out that eyeliner. And I think it's coming off a bit more black because I still had some of the black eyeshadow on this brush. I'm going to take this large Chikuhodo shadow brush and just blend underneath. Now I have this deluxe size sample of mascara by Makeup Forever. It's called Excessive Lash. Now, in my opinion, this look is screaming for false lashes, but oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so terrible at putting on false lashes. I'm hoping I can get away without having to put any on. So let's see how this mascara works out. I'm kind of liking it. I really like the mascara wand. It's very stiff, so it really combs through the lashes and separates them. So can you tell the difference between this one and that one? Now I will say, I don't know if this is maybe just a little bit old, or if this mascara formula is just a little bit dry. I feel like this mascara is very volumizing. It's a little bit lengthening, but it's definitely volumizing. So now I'm gonna go in with my Raye palette and use this bronzer right here. And I am going to use her brush to do this. Which brush is this? This is the number 3 brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that darker shade just to, oop, way too much. Whoa, minute. All right, let's blend that out. As you can see, this is not blending at all. And this brush has literally taken my foundation off. Yeah, the brushes are 2 thumbs down for me. I have this Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder by Mercier, and this is supposed to be like a finishing powder, so I'm hoping that this will kind of fix that contour and add a little bit more color to where it lifted my foundation. And I'm going to use her powder brush. I'm going to go in with a very light hand because her brushes are very stiff. And I think I may have, I'm so used to using softer brushes to where I can kind of, you know, have a heavy hand and not have to worry about it. But with these brushes, you definitely want to go in with a lighter hand. So this is just an all over face powder. And I'm in the shade number 3. And I really like this powder. It's certainly not going to replace my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, but I do like it. For my blush, I'm going to use Nars' Dolce Vida blush, and this is their liquid blush. Guys, love this blush. I mean, first of all, a little bit goes a long way. I mean, I'm going to put a little dot, just a little dot on the back of my hand. And I'm going to just take my finger and just put it on the apples of my cheeks. Just a very little bit. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend it out. Love this blush. It's long wearing, it's very subtle, perfect shade for someone of my skin tone. For someone of my skin tone to have a natural blushing cheek is very, very hard to do, and I feel like this does that. For my highlight today, I have Auntie Jackiey's highlighters in LeBron's and LaPeach, and I don't know which one I'm going to use today. I think I'm going to use LaPeach. And for this highlighter, I'm going to use my Wayne Goss holiday brush. This is the 2017 holiday brush. The brush hairs are very loose, very soft. It's not tightly compact at all because the intent is for it to soften really pigmented products. And I have a feeling I'm gonna need this for Auntie Jackiey's highlighter. So I am using LaPeach, and I'm just kind of dusting some of that off. And how you use this brush is you just slide it across. do the other side. Okay. Okay then. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to pinch it. Put a little bit of that on my nose. Chin. Use my finger just to get a little bit of it on my Cupid's bow. I'm a believer. I am a believer in the LaPeach. I do have two of the Fenty Beauty lipsticks. I bought one in the shade called Feisty Fiesta, which is that burnt orange shade. And this is what that looks like. Beautiful. There it is swatched on my hand. I cannot wait to use this one. But of course, I have this whole pink look going here. So I'm going to go with the pink shade, which is called Candy Venom. And it's a very bright fuchsia hot pink shade. And so yeah, I think I'm going to go in without a liner first, and if it's a bit too bright for me, I'm going to use a liner. And this is what it looks like swatched on my hand. And let's go for it. So smooth. Oh my goodness, this lipstick is so smooth. It just glides across the lips. Let me finish my hair and I will be right back.